everybody. Berg here. Doing me a video response, a VR to Choochin Hokie, Carl Fowler, I believe is how you say his name. Good boy, talk to him all the time on Boxer, good friend of mine. He wanted to know, question was, our first time we ever remember anything about pipe tobacco. I remember that day very well. I was a little bitty feller, little bitty bird running around, getting into everything. My daddy, my uncles, and my grandpa were all sitting in my grandpa's what I guess you'd call a sitting room. Weren't no TV or nothing in there, just a couple rocking chairs and a couple chairs and telephone, little table that the telephone sat on, and a chair combo. People had their telephone that sat on there, and that's where I was a-sitting. I was a-sitting on that chair where the telephone was at. And Granny kept the phone books and stuff underneath there, little shelf, and I had the phone book out looking in it. Looking to see if we could see our name in there, the Elmores. I was looking. This is the first time I really remember that smell, and it would catch me every time. Everybody was smoking cigarettes, and my grandpa had a little bit of whiskey they was a-drinking on. And everybody was smoking cigarettes except Grandpa. Grandpa had this here pipe right here. That's a Dunhill. Grandpa had this pipe right here. He was a-choochin on it. And he was a-choochin for Walter Raleigh. I don't care for Sir Walter Raleigh at all. Don't know why. I never could get into it. I'd sneak me a chooch every now and then when I was a youngin'. But I remember that smell so vividly. Right now I can smell it, him firing up that pipe. What I remember the most was the matches. He'd fire that joker up with matches. He didn't use no lighter. Grandpa used matches. And somehow he'd strike it on the side of his rocker he sat in. He sat in an old rocking chair. That rocking chair seemed so big I'd get in that joker and I'd get to going. But I remember the smell in the air right there. And I guess I never felt so little, but they just seemed like supermen. My uncles and my dad and my grandpa sitting there. And I knew I wanted to be just like them. I knew that day that I wanted to be like them men right there. They was a good man. And but he was the only one choochin a pipe, and he seemed like the leader. He seemed like the leader of the clan. Yes, he did. If he spoke, they was a-listening to him. Didn't nobody interrupt him, or he was the leader. And that was his sons, my dad and my uncles and all, and they was having themselves a good time. And that's the first time I can remember smelling that tobacco and knowing I was going to get that tobacco and stuff one day and have me a chooch. I was going to slip it out. Didn't know how or when, but I knew I was going to have to try it. Little bird was I was a pretty rowdy youngin'. Yes, was. Pretty rowdy youngin'. But any words, that's my video. I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Briar Hokie, Choochin Hokie. I think he wants to change his name to Briar Hokie, but it's Choochin Hokie right now. Carl, I think a lot of you, you're a great asset to the YTPC. I'm mighty proud to know you. Hope you do good on your video responses. Everybody come back and see old Berg anytime, you hear?